Okay, so let's add some noise to our bump channel to get a little texture on this material. And to do that, we're going to open up our nodes, and um, we are going to use, so I said this is like a different type. And I can't remember if I showed this earlier. I'm going to do it again because my computer's been acting crazy. But if I was to say, take this color out and put it into, say, light, this is going to turn vibrantly red because it doesn't want this type of value. It doesn't know what to do with it. You'll note it says RS standard is not valid. And whenever anything goes red like this in Redshift, that means there's a problem. So let's go ahead and delete that. All right. But what we can do is we can actually take color in and put it into a purple channel with our bump map or our displacement. So let's go ahead and we're going to do bump to start with. And we're going to go ahead and use noise again because we love noise. We're going to use Maxon Noise, double click. And let's just go ahead and drop this into our bump channel. And you'll see already things look different here, and you'll note that there's wobbliness in our reflections there. I'm going to go ahead and I'm doing this in the background behind this window, but I just want to pull this up so you can kind of see those highlights and how they're distorted. So if I select my noise here, I can come over, change that type to whatever I want, rich multifractal, sure. And you'll see that that's going to impact the surface of this model substantially, and at least in the way light bounces off of it. I'm going to actually change this to blistered turbulence. And I'm going to make the, you can go through and adjust and tweak and everything else. But if I flip open this input and I adjust the scale, this is how I can get like, some interesting things. So I'm going to set this to the global scale to 0.0. Oops, that's an O, not a 0. Oh boy, 0.01. And when I do that, you're going to see that the entire material takes on a much flatter, it's got like a sheen to it, but it's much flatter. And that's because of the way that, right, with bump, that being that small, it really makes it feel like it's almost got like a, I don't know, some sort of very subtle like texture to it. Okay, and so that is, right, one thing that you can do here with noise. We could go further with this, but I think this is just a good point to save it. And I just wanted to show you how you could then add noise to these things as well. You could always also test displacement and see if you could get that to work. It may give an error, but we'll cover that in a future tutorial. Okay. So after we get done with this noise, the next step we're going to take is to add some like volumetric lighting, fog, etc. into the scene, and we'll look at how to use an RS environment to do that.